From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Wait, that flag, 20.
48, come on. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
450.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Brady. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check it, reload.
From the gun, it's Brady. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Hey, Alabama.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, check it.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Brady gives to Michel. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Wait, that Alabama. 380.
Bring it. Switch.
Wait, 28.
On 1st down, Brady to Michel on the screen. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Over the middle, Dorsett. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Regular.
First carry for the fullback, James Devlin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
Wait, set. Ready?
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I don't think you got it, son.
Hey, go 66.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Ozzy.
55. Mike 55.
Don't let him. Hey, orbit. Breathe. Play that shot deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Hey, 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
I got you, son. Let's go on. No, 66. 72.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady on the left side. A catch by White. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still
No
yardage. Okay.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
58, right over there. 58, right there. Oh, here we go. Oh, 58 for Mike.
Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. 54's Mike, 54's Mike.
72.
54, watch 54. Come on, come on.
To throw, it's Brady. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for the Patriots. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Jim.
Shadow. Check it, reload.
Now Brady. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory.
Good job.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check it.
36.
Smooth. Grip.
To throw is Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
Regular.
Hey, watch the screen.
72.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he shed to tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 48 yards on the ground. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Pollard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Here's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. The beautiful fake. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
54 Mike. Ricky. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Regular.
Hatchet.
From the 29, Brady to the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You ain't going nowhere.
Sugar.
Sugar.
From the gun, Brady. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, check it.
Kill. Mike's 5'4.
No, 66.
Brady going to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and a mile.
Twist.
Hey, Alabama. Hey, 66. Check it.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Patriots send out their punter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They go to Elliott again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. From the red zone now, Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half, Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Check 9, check 9.
Here's Brady to throw. This is White on the screen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Sugar.
Brady now to throw. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
54 Mutt.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Brady. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
From the gun, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
incomplete.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 14-yard line.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Marr on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Patriots nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he stopped immediately there. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. So they will get... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it in the end zone. Bit of a surprising call here, down by as many as they are, but the fake works, and they'll get 2 points closer instead of 1.
To kick off for New England.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you've won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dietrich Wise with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's get sack lunch. 72.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hey, Echo.
I'm coming, baby.
Hey, 66.
Throwing again. Brady. He'll find Harry on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know you felt that one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Get your swerve on.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 4-8. Then we're going to 53. Kill. Hey, kill. 26.
Throwing here, Prescott letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
At the 11-yard line.
Check it, reload!
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Josh Gordon.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go Bandit! Rip!
To throw again, Brady. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2